Hey there, everybody, Mazrock here, and as we knew it was going to be coming, we have got nerfs to Evoker, but we also have some nerfs and some buffs to some tanks as well. And I really wasn't expecting this, so let's get into it in just a moment. Please do like, comment, subscribe. There is a Patreon link. Help out the channel, help out your small content creators. There is Discord link, Twitch link, merch link, all of that's down below. All right, let's get into the actual news itself, which I actually found very interesting. Blood Decay is getting an all ability damage increase by 10%. So this is going to be on the next weekly reset of July 27th. Blood Decay is getting a hefty 10% buff. Let's go. Guardian Druids, Ursoc's Fury of the Absorb Shield is being reduced to 50% by Thrash and Maul, and Raze was 60%. They don't know what to do with this, okay? They just don't. Every month and a half, this goes from 60 to 50 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 50. Fucking pick a number and settle on it. Oh my shit, Blizzard. You do not know what to do with this ability. But whatever. It's going to be 50%. Still going to be incredibly strong. I wouldn't worry about Bear at all. Augmentations. So this is the new spec that just got put in 10.1.5. Love it or hate it. It's in the game, but we've got some nerfs incoming and some buffs. Closest Clutchmates is a passive that they have that allows Ebonmite and Breath of Aeons to be more effective when you're not in a raid. It was 40%. It is only going to be 20% more effective. So this is actually a pretty hefty hit. We'll have to see what happens there. They fixed a bug where Closest Clutchmates would not increase the Evoker's damage done via Ebonmite for period effects such as Breath of Fire. So you're going to see Evokers doing a little bit more damage. Ebonmite is now going to increase the Evoker's damage done by 20%, was 10. Eruption's damage is going to be increased by 40%, which all of that right there, that is basically augmentation on details damage, what they actually press and do, right? Now we also have a fate mirrors chance to occur, which was a 20% chance, is now being brought down to 5%, and aspect favors amplifies the black attunement, which it used to be every time you hit obsidian scales with 2 points into this talent, you would give you and your party a 16% not damage buff, sorry, HP buff. And that is going to be reduced from 7 to 10%, and it seems like the 4% baseline for just being in that attunement is going to remain. So that is quite a hefty nerf, but still going to make it strong. I'm a little sad that they're already going in this direction, actually, where they are nerfing how much you do for your friends, and they are increasing how much you do yourself. Right, 40% is not a small amount. Ebonmite now increases your damage by 20%, which was 10. I mean, fixing a bug is always good, but that's the fun of Augment Evoker, is to make your friends do better, right? And this is a cooldown based spec, and if you play around other people's cooldowns, you can make them do absurd amounts of damage. And this is kind of bringing them absolutely still in the support role, but a little bit more of the DPS role. So it is what it is. That seems to be the direction they're going with it. We'll have to see where it lands. There's some Beast Mastery stuff, some Hunter stuff, which I guess we can cover. Barb Shot. Ooh, Beast Mastery Hunter's getting a fucking buff. That all looks single target, which is cool. Marksmanship looks like it's a buff. Survival. Ooh, Survival's getting a buff? God damn. This all looks single target? I don't know much about Survival Hunter. All I know is, like, bombs. Like, okay, that's about it. Brewmaster. Spinning Crane Kick is being reduced by 20%. Number one, why the fuck are you nerfing Brewmaster? Why? I understand their damage is good. It's what they got, man. They are the tank that is lacking the most in survivability, especially without an augmentation evoker. Now that I've played all 6 tanks with augments in 20 pluses, I can tell you, The biggest difference that I felt is when there is or is not an augment evoker with the brewmaster. And it is absolutely absurd. This tank needs buffs if you are going survivability buffs if you are going to nerf its damage. I think that's stupid as shit. I really do. Leave it its one thing, man. Leave it its thing. Because also, the damage of Keg Smash is reduced by 5%. Bonehead move, Blizzard. I don't know what you're thinking. I honestly, fully, wholeheartedly disagree with this without buffs to their survivability. Yes, their damage is great. I will admit. It's over and above beyond some of the best damage for tanks that you can see in the game in AoE. Absolutely. They also have atrocious fucking single target compared to many of the other tanks. Right? It's not that great. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Actually, I think it's gotten a little bit better. It's weird. I think the secondaries and the gearing system made it better. But, man, dude, like, whatever. That's all opinionated, whatever. Protection Paladin is getting an all damage ability increase by 8%. This one here I'm actually very, very happy to see because Prop Paladin has fallen off hard since the start of the season, where they were insanely good in 10.0.7 and coming into the season, as everyone else has been able to gear up and get strong secondaries and get everything. Protection Paladin seems like it's just fallen behind, and they need some damage buffs. What they can do is pretty low, so 8% is nice to see there. Shadow Priest is getting, I don't know what they're doing with Shadow Priest anymore, man. Like, I don't know. Okay, like, is it just me, or does Shadow Priest just literally get tuned? Like, whenever you read class tuning, you can just automatically expect Shadow Priest to be there. Something's getting fucked with. Warrior, all damage ability increased by another 7%. Now remember, the tanks just got buffed to compensate for the Onyx Amulet loss coming into this patch last week. Not this reset, but the reset before, right? And now Protection Warrior and Paladin and Blood are all seeing buffs, and that is something I really, really love to see. I really full-heartedly disagree with the Brewmaster Monk buffs. Now, of course, the most controversial here are going to be the augmentation buffs, which we did talk about, right? Is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I do already have the opinion about augmentation of, I think this is great for the game, but will end up being terrible for the game if they're the only ones in a longer period of time. So they really need to get squished. Like, they either need to be removed, or you need to add 5 or 6 support specs. Like, there's no in between here. You need to make sure that they're not the only ones, right? Because what they can do is insanely good, but right now, them being the only one, but whatever. What do you guys think of all the buffs, nerfs, burfs, and everything else in between? Have yourselves a good one, everyone. Thank you for watching till the end. Happy tanking. Bye.